Speaking of wheat,
Yo.
and we kind of just touched on this just a little bit before our show, that I had heard recently that there was speculation that there was going to be a flour shortage by the year 2024.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm assuming that has something to do with some of the crop down in Texas and the drought all down there affecting their crop, and some areas losing half of it. What's going on over in Ukraine? But when I heard that, I just shook my head, and I'm like, that has to be completely speculative.
So you're not talking about petunias and geraniums,
I'm
right?
talking about flour, like baking
All-purpose
cakes,
flour? Okay.
all-purpose flour. What are your thoughts on that, if you want to touch on it?
Well, okay, so we've got a little bit of time. You guys have proven that our drought areas of the U.S. have shrunk. We went from 66% last year. We're down to, 45% in the panhandle of Oklahoma, West Texas, up through western Kansas into Nebraska. So it's gotten smaller. It's still very severe in the areas in which it exists. We are also seeing that, just like you said, Ukraine can't quite move all the grain around. They're going to plant less this year. They generally supplied a lot of parts of the globe with a different quality of wheat than what we were producing here in the U.S. Will we run out of wheat? Well, if the price goes up and people plant it, no. I mean, that's really what's going to drive the wheat market.
That's a good point right there.
You know, if we have a low supply, price goes up, people want to plant more. And there's a variation between the winter wheat market that's really dry in the Southwest versus where we all plant spring wheat up here too. And we continue to raise spring wheat. That's what this region was built on. There's a reason we're called, the Great Plains of Wheat. And we're the home of all the bonanza farms that started in the late 1800s. So I don't see wheat going away.
What about supply from last year?
As far as carryover?
Carry over to where we're at. Would that make up any difference in what's been lost this year, or does that play a role in anything?
You are such a good lead-in, man.
Just a normal amount that we have laying around? Or
here's the deal. We have an expert tomorrow. That'll be David Spickler with Lighthouse Commodities. Let's ask him.
Okay.
He's a guy who deals in the grain trade on a daily basis. Let's find out.